My child, your presence here is a planned event. Take a breath. Let that thought sink in. Thousands of people scrolled past this message without a second thought. You stopped. Out of all the noise and the countless voices fighting for your attention,
your presence here is a planned event.
This choice sets you apart from the crowd.
Let that thought sink in.
You might think this was a small act.
Thousands of people scrolled past this message without a second thought.
You stopped. If you understood the events aligning
out of all the noise
right now,
and the countless voices fighting for your attention, you heard mine.
What seems like a normal
this
moment
choice
to
sets
you
you
is
apart from the crowd.
act of faith to me.
You might think this was a
Openness
small
and
act or a simple
the value
pause.
of a moment.
Heaven sees it differently. If you understood the events aligning in your favor right now,
truth is
you would
clear
feel
and
a
steady.
sense of awe.
This moment carries
What
weight.
seems like a normal moment to
Most
you is a
people ignore the
significant
small
act of
signs.
faith to me.
They are
Openness
not bad
and
people.
attention change the value
They
of a
are
moment.
just busy, tired,
Listen
or
to me.
distracted by the noise of life.
I do not need to shout to be
They
heard.
rush past the very
Truth
moments
is
that could
clear and
change their
steady.
entire path.
This moment carries
they never
weight.
realize what they left behind.
Most people ignore the small
you
signs.
did not rush.
They are not bad
You
people.
opened this message and you
They
stayed.
are just busy, tired,
because you
or
chose
distracted
to stay.
by the noise
Your
of
future
life.
is now ready for a big
They
change.
rush past the very moments
You
that
may
could
not
change
feel
their
it in your
entire
body
path.
yet, but a shift has
They
happened.
never realize what they left
you
behind.
are the luckiest person in this
You
moment.
did not rush.
This is not a result
You
of chance.
opened this message and you stayed.
It is by design.
Because you chose to
I
stay,
guided your
your
eyes
future
here.
is now ready for a big
I slowed
change.
your hand.
You may
I
not
held
feel
your
it in your
gaze.
body yet, but a shift
Others
has
walked
happened.
away.
You
They
are
did
the
not know
luckiest
what they
person
lost
in this
or what
moment.
was offered to them in a soft
This
voice.
is not a result of chance.
Staying changes a
It
person's
is by
destiny.
design.
Staying
I guided
is
your
not a
eyes
passive
here.
act.
I slowed your hand.
It is a response.
I held your gaze.
It is a yes from the heart before
Others
the
walked
mind
away.
can explain why.
They did not know
Do
what
not
they
leave
lost
now.
or what was offered to them
Do
in a
not
soft
tell
voice.
yourself to come back later.
Staying changes a
Later
person's
is not
destiny.
a promise.
Staying
This
is not a
moment is
passive
rare.
act.
Sacred moments
It is a
do
response.
not always come with loud signs
It is
or
a yes
wonders.
from the heart before the mind
Often,
can explain
they
why.
arrive softly.
Do not leave
They
now.
only ask for your attention.
Do not tell yourself to come
what
back
you are
later.
about to receive can shift
Later
your
is
life.
not a promise.
It does not happen
This
by
moment
force.
is rare.
It happens
Sacred
by
moments
alignment.
do not always come with loud
Everything
signs
after
or
this
wonders.
point can be different.
Often, they
You
arrive
might
softly.
wonder why this feels so
They
important
only
when
ask for
nothing
your
dramatic
attention.
has happened.
What you are
Your
about to
life is
receive
built
can
on
shift
small
your life.
responses, not just
It does
big
not
decisions.
happen by force.
The future
It
shifts
happens
when
by
someone
alignment.
chooses to listen instead of
Everything
scroll.
after this point can be
You
different.
chose presence over distraction.
You might wonder why
Presence
this feels
invites
so
my
important
movement
when
in your
nothing
life.
dramatic has happened.
You have been searching
Your
for
life
something.
is built on small responses,
not have had
not
the
just
words
big
for it.
decisions.
You felt a
The future
restlessness.
shifts when someone chooses
You
to
felt
listen
a longing
instead
for
of scroll.
peace or a clear direction.
You chose presence over distraction.
You asked questions in the dark
Presence
that no one
invites
else
my
heard.
movement in your life.
I heard them.
You have been searching
I
for
see
something.
the weight on your shoulders.
You might not have had the
I
words
see the
for
thoughts
it.
that haunt you.
You felt a
I
restlessness.
see the hope you try to keep alive.
You felt a
even after
longing
you were
for
let
peace
down.
or a clear direction.
This moment is the answer to those
You asked
prayers.
questions in the dark that no
Many
one else
people
heard.
miss their breakthrough because
I
they are
heard
trained
them.
to move fast.
I see the weight on
They
your
consume
shoulders.
content without listening.
I see the thoughts that
They
haunt you.
pass by without receiving.
I see the hope you try to keep
Noise has
alive even
become the
after
new
you were
normal.
let down.
Stillness
This moment
feels
is the
strange
answer
or
to
scary.
those prayers.
But you paused.
Many people miss their breakthrough because
that
they are trained
pause
to
proves
move
your heart
fast.
is still soft.
They consume
It
content
shows you are
without
willing
listening.
to listen.
They pass
You have
by
not
without
closed
receiving.
yourself off despite the pain
Noise
you have
has
felt.
become the new normal.
You may feel ordinary,
Stillness
but your
feels strange or
sensitivity is
scary.
a gift.
But you
You
paused.
notice things others miss.
That pause
You
proves
feel
your
a pull
heart
to
is still
stay when
soft.
others feel a push to leave.
It shows you are willing to listen.
You are open, and I
You
always
have not
need an
closed
open
yourself
heart.
off despite the pain
Nothing
you have
about
felt.
this moment is wasted.
You may feel ordinary,
Trust me,
but your
even if you cannot
sensitivity is a
explain
gift.
why you stopped.
You notice
I
things
work
others
in ways
miss.
that do not make sense right
You
away.
feel a pull to stay when others feel
I
a
plant
push to
seeds
leave.
before the fruit appears.
You are open, and I
set
always
the
need
path
an open
before
heart.
you see the way.
Nothing about
All
this
that
moment
matters
is
that
wasted.
you are here and available.
Trust me even if you
I
cannot
ask you to
explain
stay
why you
because
stopped.
I have something to give you.
I work in ways that
When
do not
people
make
rush
sense
away
right
from
away.
these moments, they keep carrying
I
the same
plant seeds
heavy
before the
burdens.
fruit appears.
When you stay,
I
your
set
view
the path
starts to
before you
change.
see the way.
Peace
All
settles
that
in.
matters is that you are here and
Understanding
available.
forms.
I ask
It
you
does
to
not
stay
happen
because
all
I
at
have something
once,
to give
but
you.
it gives you enough light for
When
the next
people
step.
rush away from these moments,
If you are ready
they
to
keep
trust,
carrying the
let
same
go of
heavy
the struggle.
burdens. When you
I
stay,
am not
your
here to
view starts
overwhelm
to
you.
change.
I am here
Peace
to tell you
settles
that
in.
you are not behind.
Understanding forms.
You are not forgotten.
It does not happen
You are
all
not
at
as
once,
lost as you
but it
feel.
gives you enough light for the
The
next
fact
step.
that you are listening proves
If
your
you are
future
ready to
is still
trust,
wide
let
open.
go of the struggle.
The door is not closed.
I am not here to overwhelm you.
It is opening wider because you
I
stayed.
am here to tell you that you are not
Let
behind.
your heart relax.
You are not
You
forgotten.
do not have to prove your worth.
You are not as lost as you
do not
feel.
have to figure everything out
The
right
fact
now.
that you are listening proves
Just
your
be
future
here.
is still wide open.
Let my words find you
The
where
door
you
is
are.
not closed.
I do not look
It
for
is
perfection.
opening wider because you stayed.
I meet you in your
Let your
honesty
heart
and
relax.
your willingness.
You do not
Others
have
will
to
scroll
prove your
past
worth.
this every day.
You do not have to
They will
figure
never
everything
know what
out
they
right
missed.
now.
But
Just
you
be
are
here. Let
Being
my words
here
find you
matters.
where you are.
This is not
I
about
do not
luck.
look for perfection.
It is about awareness.
I meet you in your
A
honesty
heart that
and your
responds
willingness.
to my voice can be protected
Others
and
will
changed.
scroll past this every day.
My beloved child,
They will
let
never
this
know
sink
what
into
they
your
missed.
soul.
But you are
did not
here.
find this by accident.
Being here matters.
You were not just passing
This is
time.
not about luck.
Long before
It is
you
about
moved your
awareness.
hand, this moment was
A
planned.
heart that responds to my
I
voice
saw
can
this
be
moment
protected
before
and
you did.
changed. My beloved
prepared it
child,
for you.
let this sink into your soul.
Timing is everything, and
You
this
did not
timing
find
is
this by
perfect.
accident.
It is easy
You
to
were
think
not just
life is
passing
just a
time.
series of random clicks and
Long
seconds.
before you moved your hand,
I
this
do not
moment
see
was
time
planned.
that way.
I saw
I do
this
not
moment
waste
before you
moments.
did.
I do not let
I
events
prepared it
happen
for you.
without a purpose.
Timing is
I
everything,
aligned this
and this
moment with
timing
your
is
life
perfect.
because you were finally ready to
It is
listen.
easy to
You
think
paused
life is
before
just
your
a
mind
series
could
of
get in the
random
way.
clicks and seconds.
You felt that this moment
I do
had a
not
real
see
purpose.
time that way.
I want
I
you
do
to
not
see
waste
divine
moments.
timing as a personal thing.
I do not let events
It is
happen
not a
without a
distant
purpose.
mystery.
I aligned this
Divine
moment with
timing
your life
happens when
because
you
you
are
were
ready and
finally
I
ready
invite
to
you
listen.
in.
You paused before your
inner
mind
hunger
could get in
matches
the way.
my call.
You felt
The
that
noise
this
of your
moment had a
life
real
fades
purpose.
so you can hear me.
I want you
You
to
did
see
not
divine
find this by
timing as a
luck.
personal thing.
You entered this
It
space
is not a
before you
distant
were born.
mystery.
I knew the shape of
Divine
your
timing
heart.
happens when you are ready
I
and
knew
I
your
invite you
thoughts and
in.
your feelings.
Your inner hunger
I
matches
knew you
my
would
call.
respond to truth when it
The
came
noise
soft
of your
and
life
low
fades
instead
so
of
you
loud.
can hear me.
I knew
You did
would
not
have
find
seasons
this
where
by
you
luck.
rushed through life.
You entered this space
There
before
were
you were
times
born.
when the weight of the world felt
I knew
too
the
heavy
shape
to
of your
stop.
heart. I
Disappointment
knew your
made
thoughts
you
and
build
your
walls.
feelings.
But I
I
also
knew you would
have
respond to
moments like
truth
this
when it
one.
came soft and low
You
instead of
stop now.
loud. I knew
Everything
you
is
would
not
have seasons
perfect,
where you
but
rushed
something
through life.
inside you stayed open.
There were times when the
people do
weight
not
of the
stay
world
open.
felt too heavy to stop.
Many people protect themselves
Disappointment
by moving
made you
fast.
build walls.
They stay
But I
busy
also
to
knew
avoid
you would
the
have
quiet.
moments like this one.
Stillness feels
You stop
scary
now.
when you have been hurt or tired
Everything
for years.
is not perfect, but something
stopped
inside you
anyway.
stayed open.
That tells me
Most
who
people
you are.
do not stay open.
Your heart
Many
did
people
not close
protect
despite
themselves
the
by
pain.
moving fast.
You are still
They stay
listening.
busy to avoid the
That
quiet.
matters more than you think.
Stillness feels scary
might
when
feel
you have been
like
hurt
stopping
or
was a
tired
small
for
act.
years.
It
You
actually
stopped
showed your
anyway.
sensitivity.
That tells me
It
who
showed
you are.
aware.
Your
You
heart
chose
did
to
not
receive a
close
message
despite the
instead of
pain.
rushing past it.
You are still
These
listening.
traits are not loud,
That
but they are
matters more
strong.
than you think.
I work with
You
these
might
qualities.
feel like stopping was a small
A heart
act.
that pauses can be guided.
It actually showed your
A
sensitivity.
spirit that listens can be
It
led.
showed you are aware.
A soul that stays
You
can
chose
change.
to receive a message instead
You
of
might
rushing
wonder
past
if
it.
this was planned.
These traits are not loud,
Many
but
people
they are
see
strong.
things like this every day.
I work with these qualities.
That is true.
A heart
But
that
many
pauses
see
can
and
be
few
guided.
stop.
A spirit
hear
that
and
listens
few
can be
listen.
led.
Many
A soul
feel
that
nudge,
stays
but
can
few act
change.
on it.
You might
acted.
wonder if this was planned.
Even staying for a moment is a
Many
response.
people see things like this every
There
day.
is a big difference between
That
hearing
is
a
true.
call and answering it.
But many see and
Calls
few
happen
stop.
all the time.
Many hear and few
Responses
listen.
are rare.
Many
This
feel a
moment
nudge but
exists
few
because
act on
you
it.
said yes.
You acted.
You did not need a full plan
Even staying
or
for a
perfect
moment is a
understanding.
response.
You only
There is a
needed to be
big
willing.
difference between hearing a call and
Willingness
answering
opens
it.
doors that facts
Calls
and knowledge
happen
cannot.
all the time.
I am not
Responses
here
are
to
rare.
rush you.
This
I want
moment
to reassure
exists
you.
because you said yes.
Your life is not just
You did not
drifting.
need a full plan or
Even
a perfect
when things feel
understanding.
unclear, I am working.
You only needed to be willing.
Even when you feel behind,
Willingness
I am
opens
lining up
doors
the
that
right
facts
moments.
and knowledge cannot.
I place invitations in your
I am
path.
not here to rush you.
This is one of those
I want to
invitations.
reassure you.
I know
Your
the
life is
season you
not
are
just
in.
drifting.
I know what
Even
you
when
carry.
things feel unclear,
I
I
know
am
the
working.
questions that come up when it gets
Even
quiet.
when you feel behind, I
I
am
know
lining
the
up
fears
the
you
right
hide
moments.
so you can keep going.
I place
I know
invitations
the
in
hope
your
you
path.
protect because you have been let down
This is one of
before.
those invitations.
I made this
I
moment
know the
with all
season
that
you
in
are
mind.
in. I know
meet
what you
exactly
carry.
where you are.
I know the
You do
questions
not
that
need
come
to
up
be
when
where
it
you
gets
think
quiet.
you should be.
I know
You
the
did
fears
not
you
need to be
hide so you can
stronger
keep
or more
going.
faithful to get get here.
I know the hope you protect
did not
because you
need
have been
more
let down
confidence.
before.
You only needed
I
to
made
be
this
present.
moment with all that in mind.
You are here, and
I
that
meet
is
you
enough.
exactly where you are.
This moment did not
You do
happen
not need
because
to
you
be
found
where you
it.
think you should be.
It happened because
You
it
did
found
not
you.
need to be stronger or
I
more
set it up
faithful
so
to
it
get
would
here.
not scare you.
You did not
I
need
made
more
it look ordinary
confidence.
so you would choose it on your
You
own.
only needed to be present.
I wanted your heart,
You are here,
not a performance.
and that is enough.
I wanted
This
your
moment
attention,
did not happen
not your
because
effort.
you found it.
When you stopped
It happened
scrolling,
because it found
you.
you.
Show courage.
I set it up
Most
so it
people
would
are
not
trained
scare
to
you.
rush.
I made it look
Stillness
ordinary
takes
so
guts
you
in a
would choose
world
it
of
on your
noise.
own.
Listening takes
I
strength.
wanted your heart, not a performance.
You did both without trying to
I
impress
wanted your
anyone.
attention, not your effort.
This shows you are ready for more
When you
clarity.
stop scrolling, you show
This
courage.
moment will not change every single thing
Most people are
right
trained
now.
to rush.
It is a start.
Stillness takes guts in a world of
Beginnings are
noise.
usually quiet.
Listening
They
takes
do
strength.
not come with loud shouts
You
or
did
total
both without
certainty.
trying to impress anyone.
They feel small
This
and
shows
easy
you are
to
ready
ignore,
for more clarity.
but they are vital.
This moment will not change
This
every
start
single
is based
thing
on
right
alignment,
now.
not pressure.
It is a start.
Forget the idea
Beginnings
that
are
fate only
usually
moves
quiet.
through big, dramatic events.
They do not come with loud shouts
Fate
or total
shifts through
certainty.
small choices.
They feel
Choosing
small
to stop,
and easy
listen,
to ignore.
and stay changes things.
But they are vital.
I build on
This
those
start
small
is based on
moments.
alignment, not
You
pressure.
will leave this space and go back
Forget
to
the
your
idea
chores.
that fate only moves
You
through
will
big,
face the same
dramatic
boss,
events.
the same house,
Fate
and the same
shifts through
problems.
small choices.
But something inside
Choosing
you
to
has
stop,
shifted.
listen, and stay
Your
changes
awareness
things.
is different.
I build
Your
on
view
those
is
small
softer.
moments. You will
That
leave this
internal
space and
change
go
will
back
move
to
you
your
forward.
chores.
I do
You
not
will face
ask you
the
to
same
understand
boss,
it all now.
the same house, and
Time
the same
will bring
problems.
the answers.
But something
All I
inside
ask
you
is that
has
you
shifted.
stay open, believe that you
Your
are here
awareness
for a
is
reason.
different.
This
Your
exact
view is
moment
softer.
has a purpose.
That
Your
internal
choice to
change
stop
will
and
move you
listen is not a
forward.
waste of time.
I do not ask you
It
to
reveals
understand
a
it all
truth
now.
about who you are.
Time will bring the
You
answers.
are not forgotten or late.
All I ask is
You
that
are
you
not
stay
cut
open,
off from the
believe
plan.
that you are here for a reason.
You fit into a design
This
that is still
exact moment
unfolding.
has a purpose.
This single moment
Your
is
choice
one
to
small
stop and
thread in
listen
a
is
much
not a
bigger
waste
picture.
of time. It
I am
reveals a
weaving
truth
that
about
picture
who
with
you are.
patience and love.
You are not forgotten
Stay
or
here
late.
with me.
You are
Let
not
this
cut
truth
off
hold
from the
you
plan.
steady when you feel doubt.
You fit into a
You did
design
not
that is
end
still
up here by
unfolding.
luck.
This
You were
single
led
moment
here.
is one small thread in a
Because you
much
were
bigger
willing to
picture.
pause, you can now receive what I
I
have
am
for
weaving
you.
that picture with
I
patience
want
and
to
love.
tell you about something that happens
Stay
every
here with
day.
me.
Most
Let this
people
truth
miss it
hold you
until it is
steady
too
when you
late.
feel doubt.
Distraction
You did
does
not
hit
end up
like
here
a
by
storm.
luck.
It
You were
slides
led
in
here.
without a sound.
Because you were willing to
feels
pause,
safe.
you can now receive what
It
I
looks
have
like
for
a
you.
normal routine or a
I
busy
want
day.
to tell you about something that happens
But
every day.
distraction has stolen more
Most
futures
people
than
miss it
open
until it
rebellion
is
ever
too late.
could.
Distraction does
scream
not
or
hit like a
threaten.
storm.
It just
It
pulls
slides
your
in
focus
without a
away
sound.
bit by bit.
It feels
Eventually,
safe.
the heart forgets how
It
to
looks like a
listen.
normal routine or a
Many
busy
people
day.
slide past the very thing that
But
could change
distraction
their
has
life.
stolen more futures
They
than
do
open
this
rebellion
because
ever
they are
could.
tired.
It does
They
not
feel
scream or
hurried or
threaten.
numb.
It
Their
just
minds
pulls
are
your
crowded
focus
with
away
lists.
bit by bit.
Their hearts
Eventually,
are closed off.
the heart forgets how to listen.
When I whisper, they are already
Many people
thinking
slide
about the
past
next
the very
task.
thing that could change their life.
When I invite them in,
They do
are
this because
distracted
they are
by a louder
tired.
noise.
They feel
They
hurried
miss
or
their own
numb.
blessing.
Their minds
They
are
never know
crowded
what
with
they
lists.
walked away from.
Their hearts
I
are
see
closed
this
off.
every day.
When I
I
whisper,
watch people
they are
feel a
already
small
thinking
nudge
about
and
the
ignore
next
it.
task.
They feel a need to
When
pause,
I invite them
but
in,
they drown
they
it
are
out with
distracted by a
noise.
louder noise.
They pick comfort over
They miss
stillness.
their own blessing.
They pick
They
speed
never
over
know
being
what
present.
they walked away from.
They pick a
I
distraction
see this
over
every
something
day.
with substance.
I watch people
They tell
feel a small
themselves they will
nudge and
slow
ignore
down
it.
later.
They feel a
say
need
they
to
will seek
pause,
the truth
but
tomorrow.
they drown it out with noise.
But later
They
often
pick
becomes
comfort
never.
over stillness.
The real tragedy
pick
is that
speed
they
over
never
being
knew I was
present.
reaching out.
They pick a distraction
Divine
over
invites do
something
not
with
arrive
substance.
with the rush and noise of the world.
They tell themselves they will
They
slow
do
down
not
later.
compete with flashing lights.
They say they will seek the truth
they ask
tomorrow.
for your attention.
But
they
later
ask for
often
a
becomes
pause.
never.
Because
The
they
real
are gentle,
tragedy is
they
that
are
they never
easy to
knew I
miss.
was reaching out.
Some people wait for
Divine
me to
invites
force
do
the
not
door
arrive
open.
with the rush and noise
They
of the
want me
world.
to demand their attention.
They do not compete with
I do
flashing
not force
lights.
hearts open.
They ask for
I
your
wait
attention.
for a welcome.
They ask for a pause.
Distraction ruins destiny
Because they are
destiny
gentle,
starts
they
with
are
listening.
easy to miss.
It starts with
Some
being
people
aware.
wait for me to force the
It
door
happens
open.
when you stop long enough
They
to
want me
notice
to
something
demand their
holy
attention.
passing by.
I do
When
not
people
force hearts
rush,
open.
they miss the turns made
I
just
wait
for
for a
them.
welcome.
They move so fast
Distraction
they miss what
ruins
stood in
destiny
their path
because
for a
destiny
second.
starts with listening.
I want you to understand
It starts
this.
with being aware.
Do not use
It
it to
happens
judge
when you
others.
stop long enough to notice
Use
something
something wholly passing by. Your own choice.
When people rush, they miss the turns made just for them.
You stayed
They
when it
move
was
so
easier to
fast
keep
they miss
moving.
what stood in their path for a second.
You listened when the world told
I
you
want
to
you to
just
understand
consume and
this.
move on.
Do not
That
use it to
choice set
judge
you
others.
apart. You
Use
are
it to
not
see the
better than
value
others,
of your own
but
choice.
you were willing.
You picked
Most
presence
people do
over
not lose
distraction.
their way with one big mistake.
You stayed when it was easier
They
to keep
lose it
moving.
through 1,000 small moments of
You
distraction.
listened when the world told you to
They
just
say
consume
not now
and move
1,000
on.
times.
That choice
They
set you
scroll
apart.
past 1,000 small
You are
signs.
not better than others, but
They
you were
ignore
willing.
the tug in their heart over
Most
and
people
over.
do not lose their way
Over
with one
time,
big mistake.
They lose their feel for the
They
Spirit.
lose it through 1,000
What
small
used to move
moments
them
of
becomes
distraction.
easy to ignore.
They say not now 1,000
Eventually,
times.
they cannot hear my
They
voice at all.
scroll past 1,000
I do
small
not
signs.
say this to scare you.
They ignore the tug in
say
their
this
heart
to make you
over and
thankful.
over.
You
Over
noticed.
time, they lose their feel for the
paused.
Spirit.
You
What
stayed.
used to move them becomes
This
easy to
proves your
ignore.
heart is still alive.
Eventually,
It is
they
still
cannot
open
hear
in
my
a loud
voice at
world.
all. I
That
do not
openness
say
is
this
rare.
to scare you.
I have
I
gifts
say
that
this
I
to
cannot
make you
give to a
thankful.
distracted heart.
You noticed.
It is not that I hold them
You
back.
paused.
It is
You
that these
stayed.
gifts need attention.
This proves your heart is
Peace
still
needs
alive.
stillness.
It is still
Direction
open in
needs
a loud
listening.
world.
Change
That
needs
openness
presence.
is rare. I have
Many
gifts
walk
that I
past
cannot
these
give
gifts
to a
because they
distracted
cannot
heart.
slow down.
It is not that I
have
hold
seen
them back.
people stand on the edge of a
It is that
breakthrough
these
and
gifts
not know
need
it.
attention.
They feel
Peace
restless.
needs stillness.
They sense something
Direction
more
needs
is available.
listening.
Then
Change
they
needs
bury
presence.
that feeling under noise.
Many
They
walk past
away
these
without
gifts because
changing.
they cannot slow down.
They never realize how
I have
close
seen
they
people
were.
stand on the edge of a
Not every
breakthrough
missed
and not
window
know it.
opens again.
They feel restless.
Some invites are for a certain
They
season.
sense something more is available.
Some doors open for a moment
Then they
and then
bury
close.
that feeling under noise.
You did not walk away.
They walk away without
You
changing.
did not bury the nudge.
They never realize how
You
close
did
they
not
were.
drown it out.
Not every missed
You
window
stayed.
opens again.
By staying,
Some
you lined
invites
up
are
with
for a
something that
certain
was
season.
waiting for you.
Some doors
Choosing to be
open for a
present is
moment
an
and then
act of
close.
It
You did
says
not
this
walk
moment
away.
matters.
You did
It
not
says I
bury
am
the
willing
nudge.
to listen. It
You did
says
not
I believe
drown it
something
out.
meaningful can happen here.
You stayed.
Even if you
By
did not say
staying,
these
you
words,
lined up with
your
something
heart
that was
said them
waiting
through
for
your
you.
actions.
Choosing to be
Heaven
present is an
responds to
act
that.
of faith.
The world
It says
rewards
this
speed.
moment matters.
I reward
It says I am
attentiveness.
willing to listen.
The world praises
It says
doing
I
10
believe
things
something
at once.
meaningful can happen here.
I honor focus.
Even if you did not say these words,
the world
your
cheers
heart
for
said them
those who
through your
move
actions.
fast. I
Heaven
move with
responds
those who
to that.
stay.
The
You
world
chose depth.
rewards speed.
You remained
I
while
reward
others rushed
attentiveness.
past.
The world
That
praises
choice
doing
brings
10
good
things at
things.
once.
Many think
I honor
destiny is
focus.
loud and dramatic.
The world
They wait
cheers
for
for
a
those
sign
who
they
move
cannot
fast.
miss.
I
But
move with
destiny
those who
often
stay.
comes as a whisper.
You chose depth.
It asks for your attention.
You remained while others
It
rushed
invites
past.
instead of demanding.
That choice brings
Those
good
who are
things.
distracted rarely hear it.
Many think destiny
Guard
is
this
loud
part
and
of your
dramatic.
heart.
They
Do
wait
not let
for a sign they
distraction
cannot
steal your
miss.
future. Presence has begun.
But destiny often comes as a whisper.
The enemy does not always
It
try
asks
to kill
for your
faith.
attention.
He
It
just wants
invites
to
instead of
distract you.
demanding.
He keeps
Those
your
who are
heart busy,
distracted
so you
rarely
never
hear
slow
it.
down to receive what is
Guard
being
this
offered.
part of your heart.
You already
Do
have
not let
something
distractions
precious.
steal your future.
You have
Presence has begun.
awareness. You know this
The
moment
enemy
matters.
does not always try to kill
You
your
know
faith.
your life is not a random
He
set
just
of
wants to
events.
distract you.
You know that
He
listening
keeps your heart
changes
busy
things.
so you never slow down to
Protect
receive
this
what is
feeling.
being offered.
Feed it.
You already have something
Make room
precious.
for it in your day.
You have awareness.
This awareness guides you better
You
than
know
noise
this
ever
moment
could.
matters. You know
Many
your life
moments
is
will
not a
come where
random set of
distraction pulls
events.
at you.
You know
It
that
looks
listening
harmless.
changes things.
It sounds reasonable.
Protect this feeling.
It feels
Feed
familiar.
it. Make
When that
room
happens,
for it in your day.
remember this moment.
This awareness guides
Remember
you better
that
than
staying
noise
brought
ever
clarity
could.
instead of loss.
Many moments will
Presence
come where
brought peace
distraction
instead
pulls
of
at you.
pressure.
It
This
looks
is not a
harmless.
call to hide from the world.
It sounds reasonable.
It is a call to stay
It feels
attentive while you
familiar.
are in it.
When that
Notice
happens,
when something
remember
holy
this
passes
moment.
by.
Remember
Choose
that
presence
staying
again
brought
and
clarity
again,
instead
even
of
when
loss.
the act feels small.
Presence brought peace
Most
instead
people
of
scroll
pressure.
past their lives.
This is not a call to hide
They
from the
never
world.
realize what they miss.
It is a call to stay
They
attentive
stay
while
inches
you are
away
in it.
from peace, direction,
Notice when
healing,
something
and
holy
purpose,
passes
but
by.
never touch it.
Choose presence
You chose
again and
differently.
again, even when the act
You
feels
stayed.
small.
That
Most
choice
people
shapes
scroll
your future.
past their lives.
Do not ignore what just
They
happened.
never realize what they miss.
You did not just stop a video.
They stay inches away from
You
peace,
responded.
direction, healing,
Response
and purpose,
is the door
but never
where
touch
everything
it.
meaningful enters.
You chose differently.
Stay present.
You stayed.
Keep listening.
That choice shapes
Choose
your future.
awareness over the noise.
Do not ignore what
There
just
is more
happened.
ahead, and you are now
You did
ready
not
to
just
receive
stop
it.
a video.
There is a gift
You
inside
responded.
you that sets you apart.
Response is the door where
This
everything
is not
meaningful
about being
enters.
better than others.
Stay present.
It is not about pride.
Keep listening.
It is about understanding
Choose awareness
your
over the
specific
noise.
gift.
There is more ahead, and you are now ready to receive it.
You are willing to listen.
There is a gift inside you that sets you apart.
And feel things others have learned to
This
ignore.
is not about being better than others.
You stay when others rush away.
It is not about pride.
This willingness is rare.
It is about understanding your specific gift. You are different because you are willing.
You are
willing to listen
your whole life.
You are willing to pause and feel things others have learned to ignore.
Things others missed.
You stay when others rush away.
In the air.
This willingness is
rare.
You
hear what people do not say.
It is precious.
For a long time,
you carry a sensitive spirit. You have likely felt this your whole life.
You wondered why
even
you
without words for it, you notice things others missed.
Your sensitivity
you feel
is not
shifts in the air.
It is a doorway.
You hear what people do not say.
Many people buried their feelings
for a long
the
time.
World taught
This
them
felt
it was
like
unsafe.
a burden.
Life
you wished you were
down.
less affected.
People hurt
you
them.
wondered why you could not harden your heart like everyone else.
Instead
your
of
sensitivity is not
God,
a weakness.
They shut themselves down.
It is a doorway.
They learned to rush.
Many people buried their feelings because the world taught them it was unsafe.
To avoid the ache.
Life let them
Over
down.
Time, they stopped hearing
people
the
hurt them. Their
God
hope
did
stayed
not
out of
speaking,
reach.
But their hearts stopped
Instead
listening.
of bringing that pain to God,
you did not
they shut
bury
themselves
your
down.
Even
they
when
learned
life
to
tried
rush.
to harden you, something inside
they
resisted.
stayed loud and numb to avoid
when
the
disappointment
ache.
hit, you still
Over
hoped.
time, they stopped hearing the whispers.
Stayed, you still
God
listened.
did not stop speaking,
you may
but
not
their
have
hearts
known
stopped
what you were
listening.
listening for, but your
you
heart
did not
stayed
bury
open.
your hunger.
That is
even
why
when
you are
life
different.
tried to harden you,
Being
something
different
inside
was not
resisted.
easy.
When
You felt out of
disappointment
place.
hit, you still hoped.
People told
when
you that you were too
confusion
much.
stayed, you still listened.
You tried to blend in.
You may not have known
You
what
tried
you were
to
listening
move at the
for,
same
but
speed
your
as the
heart
crowd.
stayed open.
You tried
That
to
is
care
why
less.
you are different.
Every time
Being
you
different was
silenced that
not
inner
easy.
voice, you felt restless.
You felt out of place.
That restlessness was not
People
a failure.
told you that you were too much.
It was your spirit reminding
you tried to blend
who you
in.
are.
You
You
tried
were
to
not
move
made
at
to
the same
rush.
speed as the crowd.
You were not designed to
You
eat up
tried to
life
care
without
less.
thinking about it.
Every time
You
you
have a
silenced
listening
that inner
heart.
voice, you felt restless.
Listening builds real relationships.
That restlessness was not a failure.
It creates depth and alignment.
It was your spirit reminding you who
when
you
others
are.
rush, you feel a
You
pull
were
to
not
stop.
made to rush.
When others
You were
use
not
noise
designed
kill
to
the
eat up
silence,
life without
you
thinking
move
about
toward
it.
the stillness.
You have a listening
This is
heart.
not an accident.
Listening builds
It is how
real
you were
relationships. It
Attentiveness
creates
is not
depth and
loud.
alignment.
It does not demand
When
a crowd.
others rush, you feel a
It
pull to
simply
stop.
notices.
When others use
Noticing
noise
is where
to
the
kill the
truth
silence,
begins.
you move toward the
People
stillness.
who rush rarely see the path.
This is not an accident.
People who stay often
It is
do.
how you were built.
You stayed when
Attentiveness
it was
is not loud.
You stayed
It
when
does
it was
not demand a
confusing
crowd.
or when it cost you time.
It simply notices.
Stop comparing yourself
Noticing
to others.
is where the truth begins.
You are not behind
People who
because
rush
you move
rarely
differently.
see the path.
You are not
People
lacking
who stay
because your
often
path
do.
is quiet.
You stayed
You
when
are
it was
not weak
uncomfortable.
because you feel things.
You stayed when it was
You have
confusing or
discernment.
when it cost you time.
This requires sensitivity.
Stop comparing
patience,
yourself to
and
others.
a heart that listens before it reacts.
You are not behind because you
Some
move
people
differently.
look confident because they move
You
fast.
are not lacking because your path
Speed
is
is
quiet.
not the same as direction.
You are not weak because
Noise
you feel
is not
things.
the same as clarity.
You have discernment.
Confidence without listening
This
leads
requires
people away from
sensitivity,
their purpose.
patience, and a heart that
Your
listens
slowness
before it
protected you.
reacts. Some
It kept
people
you
look
from
confident
carrying
because they
burdens you
move
were
fast.
never meant to hold.
Speed is
It
not
kept
the
your
same
heart
as direction.
soft. You
Noise
still
is
hunger
not the
for
same
more.
as clarity.
This hunger
Confidence
is dangerous
without
to the
listening
enemy.
leads people away from
It
their
keeps
purpose.
the heart alive.
Your slowness
It keeps
protected
the door
you.
open. Many
It kept
fill
you
that
from
void
carrying
with
burdens
comfort,
you were never meant to
routine,
hold.
or control.
It kept your
They
heart
tell
soft.
themselves they are satisfied.
You still
but they
hunger
are just
for
full
more.
of noise.
This hunger
You
is
refuse
dangerous to
settle
the
for
enemy.
noise.
It keeps
You
the heart
wanted
alive.
truth. You
It
wanted
keeps the
something
door
real.
open.
This
Many
hunger
fill that
brought you
void
here.
with comfort,
It
routine,
is why you
or
paused
control.
instead of scrolling.
They tell themselves they are
It is why
satisfied,
you sensed
but they
that
are just
something was
full of
being offered
noise.
to you in the quiet.
You
Why
refuse to
answering
settle
that
for
inner hunger,
noise.
You have opened a door.
You wanted truth.
You are now in a
You
place
wanted
where
something
you can receive
real.
more.
This
Do
hunger
not
brought you
mistake your
here.
differences for being alone.
It is why you paused
you
instead
might
of
feel
scrolling.
isolated, but you are not.
It is why you sensed that
Even when the
something was
road
being
felt
offered
empty,
to you in
I
the
walked
quiet.
beside
Why
you.
answering that inner hunger,
I stay with
you have
those
opened
who
the
listen.
door.
I
You
show
are now in a
myself to
place where
people
you
who
can
do not
receive
run
more.
away.
Do
I
not
give more
mistake your
trust to
differences
those
for
who
being
treat small
alone.
moments with care.
You might feel isolated,
You
but
handle
you are
life
not.
differently than most.
Even when the road felt
This
empty,
is why you
I
feel
walked
separate.
beside you.
You may
I
have
stay
asked
with those
yourself
who
why
listen.
you care about things that
I
others
show
ignore.
myself to people who do not
You
run
might
away.
have felt broken because you could
I
not
give more
turn a
trust to
blind eye
those
to
who
the
treat
truth.
small moments with care.
That feeling was not a flaw.
You handle life
It was my
differently than
presence
most.
touching your spirit.
This is why you feel
You felt
separate.
the truth trying to reach you.
You may have asked yourself why you care about things that others ignore. You might have felt broken because you could not turn a blind eye to the truth. That feeling was not a flaw. It was my presence touching your spirit. You felt a truth trying to reach you.